So I just want to go over a couple articles I found this morning. First one, Missouri School Board member rejects LGBTQ statement of support. Don't need activism coming to our board. A Missouri School Board member spoke to Fox News Digital after striking down an LGBTQ statement of support resolution that was suggested during a board meeting on Tuesday. Board member Stephen Mikowski of Springfield Public Schools told Fox News Digital that stand has to be taken. We don't need activism coming to our Board of Education, Mikowski continued. Mikowski's comments came after Springfield Public Schools board member Sharita Thomas Tate suggested that the board draft a statement of support for LGBTQ students at a school board meeting on Tuesday. When making a case for a LGBTQ statement, Thomas Tate said that the students of the community expressed that they don't feel safe. She added that it does not cost the board anything to ensure that a certain demographic of student feels supported. However, the board did not work in her favor after the other board members disagreed with the suggestion. Board member Stephen Mikowski, who prepared a statement in response to the resolution, pushed back on the suggestions to draft the statement, prompting applause. So people cheered him on for this, which is amazing. Doubling down on his remarks, Mikowski explained to Fox News Digital that there was no need to have the resolution to accept queer students within the school system because the district accepts all of the students and staff. To be able to actually adopt or vote on this resolution that they present to the board, it would basically, in my opinion, it would leave us open to saying, well, if we pass this resolution, we never did have them in mind in the first place. Mikowski explained further that the effort to draft a statement of support for the LGBTQ community began 11 months ago. Community members started an online petition in January demanding that the Springfield Public Schools vote on making a statement of support for the queer students and staff who are enrolled and work for the SPS throughout the academic year. All right. So I'm glad this guy took a stand because this is all getting ridiculous. We'll watch this video before I comment more.
I'm not very happy with the current situation where we have the LGBTQ community in search for the Springfield Public School Board to adopt a resolution that they presented to the Board of Education about 11 months ago. And in that time, we've board members have talked about it here at Springfield, and we just feel at this point that we're comfortable with where we are right now, that there's really no need to have a resolution to accept gay, queer students within our school system. And the reason for that, Josh, is that we do accept all of our students. We have a couple of members that have actually attacked board members, specifically me, of course. And I have about 16 different names that I've been called by these members. And I've been accused of racist statements and things of this nature. And it was time to set the record straight. The record is that, look, you're welcome to your opinion, but what you need to do is stop coming to the board with your activism, is what I called it. It's activism to me when you continuously come and you make these requests. And even if we were to take up this resolution and say we adopted it, what would happen? It would just be the beginning. And that's what I consider activists. When you sit there and you want to badger the Board of Education, prevent us from doing our job, and actually continuously to call us by name, names of racist, bigot, white supremacist, hateful, transphobic, trans-erasing, those type of things. It has nothing to do with that. These are adults, and adults need to understand, if you want to select that way of life, then you're more than entitled to do that. But why we have children within our care, and we have a mission to be able to teach these kids the basic skills. That's all we need to be doing within our school system, period. Anything else is just a distraction.
Yeah, that was well said. I completely agree with that. This stuff there's no reason for this to be spreading through our school system. I mean, there's plenty of instances where they're talking about this stuff in kindergarten classes. Like that's ridiculous. And you notice how he talked about being attacked, being called names, being called a racist. For some reason, that's what these people do. All these people on the left, they'll use straight up violence and say that no, it's speech. But when people on the right try to have an honest, open dialogue or debate or anything, they say our speech is violence. Makes no sense. All right, this next one. Former NBA player speaks up about LGBTQ plus community. It's the most unfair group walking the planet. Gilbert Arenas, a retired NBA player, recently spoke candidly about societal norms and the unfairness faced by the LGBTQ community. He emphasized that this community is the most unfair group walking on the planet right now, according to a report from Radar Online. Arenas emphasizes challenges in communicating with LGBTQ people. In an interview, Arenas highlighted the difficulty that many people outside the community face. He said individuals who identify as LGBT often assume others understand their experiences and preferences, thereby judging them based on standards they do not comprehend. Arenas spotlight misunderstanding of LGBTQ community towards outsiders. They have a playbook that they are only playing by, that they can only see. Arenas share with Vlad TV. Nobody else gets to see this playbook, but we're being judged by everything that's in this playbook, but we don't know it. Arenas, a notable player for the Washington Wizards, also expresses concerns about the misunderstanding within the community. He believes some community members quickly misunderstand those unfamiliar with proper terminology or pronouns. Arenas laments the lack of open dialogue on language, behavior, and sports. Before his 2013 retirement, Arenas played for the Magic, Grizzlies, and Shanghai Sharks in China. He observed a lack of open dialogue about appropriate language and behavior during his career. There is no open dialogue about what is appropriate and what's not. Confusion around gendered language pronouns. He brought attention to the simple confusion over gendered phrases such as he, she, it, and they. Arenas expresses frustration, saying, "We don't know. How do we know? You're making it up as you go, and it's not like there's a dictionary of updates." Arenas voices concerns over cancel culture and its implications, saying that many people are still learning about the LGBTQ ABC community. He started engaging in a disagreement with someone from this community can be disastrous for one's career and reputation. They technically make a straight man gay by saying you look like a gay guy, which is technically offensive to a straight man, he argued, emphasizing the need for an equal playing field. Soon as I say something back that's gay, I'm canceled now. True. Advocates respond to Arenas' call for more robust education. In response to Arenas' comments, advocates suggest I don't think that's the way to go. According to a 2023 GLAAD report, only 20% of Americans know the appropriate pronouns for transgender or non-binary individuals. Well, my thing is, even if we wanted to use them, how would we know? Because people change them every day. Some people use one set today and a different set the next day. And there's also, when I was going to school to be a counselor, pretty much, you're literally allowed to make up your own pronouns, is what they teach you if you're dealing with people in that community. So what is there to teach? Plus, we don't need that in our schools. So yeah, that's enough of that article. I'm glad some people with status and people that are role models are speaking out against this stuff. And he did it in a very good way. He's not putting people down. He's not calling people names. He's just saying that, look, You guys are playing by your own rules. We don't even know the rules, and you're attacking us, which is very true. All right, next article. Bud Light backlash persists as some beer prices effectively drop to zero. Anheuser-Busch, the company behind Budweiser products, has introduced a new promotional rebate allowing some stores to sell products for free. This comes after a backlash against Bud Light, a famous beer brand under the Anheuser-Busch umbrella. Bud Light unveiled the U.S. Budweiser Family Memorial Day rebate promotion for customers in eligible states in preparation for Memorial Day weekend. The rebate promises to refund the purchase price of one 15-pack or larger up to $15 for Bud Light, Budweiser, Budweiser Select, or Budweiser Select 55. However, based on current prices, this rebate effectively makes some packs of beer free. A quick online search of local beer retailers reveals numerous offers for 15 packs or larger Budweiser products priced under $15. This means customers can get the products for free after the rebate is applied. So, yeah, and it just keeps talking about this. And I think this is good. This is awesome. We've pushed back against them pushing the ideology. I think we need to keep doing this for all companies that we can. You know, we did good with Target. I mean, Budweiser, Anheuser, we're the number one beer brand, and they're quickly falling. They've lost, I think, over $1 billion, and this is great. So this can lead me to my next article, which is on this topic as well. Okay. Dylan Mulvaney's attack on Bud Light exposes their demands for special treatment amid transphobia controversy. Hold on tight as we delve into the controversial clash between transgender TikTok influencer Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light, where Mulvaney's demands for special treatment take center stage. Brace yourself for a no-holds-barred account of entitlement and an alarming disregard for the values of personal responsibility. In an Instagram video that has ignited a firestorm, Mulvaney audaciously proclaims their love for beer while launching a scathing attack on Bud Light's response to their partnership misstep. But there's more to this tale of inflated self-importance and meets the eye. Get ready for a revealing glimpse into the world of entitlement. A storm of victimhood, Mulvaney's exploitation of backlash. Mulvaney paints a picture of relentless bullying and transphobia, claiming to live in perpetual fear and isolation due to Bud Light's alleged lack of support. However, it's crucial to question the extent of their victimhood and consider whether it's being leveraged for personal gain. Prepare for a thought-provoking examination of personal responsibility. While Bud Light may have taken steps to be inclusive by hiring a transgender individual, Mulvaney accuses the company of failing to provide unwavering support. But should Bud Light be held accountable for the actions of others, we must ponder whether Mulvaney's demands of unwavering allegiance surpass the boundaries of reason and fairness. I mean, what does that want Bud Light to do? They tried to, push the ideology forward. They got a crap load of backlash. They've lost billions of dollars. You want them to keep sticking by your side and what, go bankrupt, go out of business? Doesn't make sense. It didn't work out. I mean, tough luck. Don't try again, actually. I mean, Mulvaney warns of grave repercussions resulting from Bud Light's alleged lack of public support. Their business, they don't have to publicly support anything or anyone. However, should a corporation be forced to endorse and amplify the views of every individual they hire, we must reflect on the potential dangers of compelling companies to bend to the demands of a select few and the impact it may have on free expression. Yeah, I'm going to skip around. Bud Light's partnership with Mulvaney has come at a cost. The brand's popularity has plummeted, losing ground to competitors like Modelo. This decline can be attributed to a perception of Bud Light abandoning its core conservative consumer base, who now view the partnership as a politicized stance that disregards their values, which is a great description. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. That's their main That's their main sales right there, is conservative straight men. They do not want a beer can with Dylan Mulvaney's face on it. And then, this ain't helping Bud Light. CEO dodges the controversy. When pressed to address the controversy, Bud Light CEO sidesteps the issue, leaving lingering doubts about the company's commitment to its consumers. The evasive response raises concerns about accountability and genuine transparency. Shouldn't consumers expect clear answers when their loyalty is at stake? As we navigate this tempestuous social landscape, it is crucial to approach the situation with a conservative lens and promote personal responsibility. Share your thoughts, stand up for values that prioritize fairness and accountability. It's time to question the demands for special treatment and hold individuals accountable for their actions. Exactly. Transheiser, Bud Light, they don't owe Dylan Mulvaney a single thing. I'm sure it got paid a lot of money, and it didn't even work out. There's Dylan Mulvaney saying there was threats of violence and being harassed and all that, but I'm sure this has something to do with it, but I think it's mostly that you've been plastering this all over social media, saying it's 365 days of womanhood when you're literally mocking women. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting and it's ridiculous. I'm glad people are fighting and pushing back because all this has to end. We have transgender individuals flashing their fake boobs on the White House lawn, and these parades going on where there's sexually explicit things happening in front of children. It's not acceptable. It's pedophilic, actually. And the fact that people are okay with this, not people, the left is okay with this and in fact promoting it, it needs to be stopped.